I divorced my wife because the way that she started. So she started hanging out with these girls from a job. And, I met them. And I'm instantly just thinking in my mind that this is not a good group right here. This is one of them groups where she's not going to want to feel like she's been.
This happens a lot when women go to work and stuff and they meet a group of friends that are single and desperate and lonely. She ends up being one of them.
Left out and stuff like that. And I said, I don't think you should be hanging out with these chicks because all these chicks are single. When she came back, it only take one time to do that thought stuff with me. You know what I'm saying? When she came back, 2 o'clock in the morning, all her stuff was outside.
Damn right.
She listened to her single friend disregarding her husband's opinion. Now she is the one who became homeless after coming home at 2 a.m. Bear in mind that she was married to this man for 10 years, but somehow she decided to value her single friend's opinions more than his.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Modern Dating here. She became homeless after challenging her husband of 10 years. Grass isn't always green. Please like, subscribe below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow time.
I respect my man.
This is why the sisterhood is so strong. Yes, the sisterhood, they actually secretly hate each other, but publicly, they will always defend each other. That's the sisterhood.
I don't do that. Because if I go out dressed a certain way, I know I'm looking for some kind of attention that I'm not looking for. I'm committed to him and only him. I don't do that.
She is 100% right. And for the girls who say, I just want to look pretty and I will wear whatever I want. Sis, you don't need to wear nothing to feel pretty, and you are not living alone to wear whatever comes to your mind. You can dress properly, be pretty, respect yourself and others at the same time. I don't care what you women think, but this is what a man wants, and this is what a man will probably end up with in a healthy relationship. As a woman, we claim her as a real representative.
Damn right.
Firstly, we don't dress up for men, and not every decision we make has an ulterior motive or a hidden agenda. We can wear whatever we want and still be loyal. It literally has no connection whatsoever. Stop generalizing such BS and keep it to yourself.
Really? Generalizing BS? So we can't generalize that if women wore slutty clothes, you're gonna get approached like a slut? That's a pretty good generalization, actually.
If your man respects you, he shouldn't have a problem with your dressing. I'm gonna dress how I want. You don't get to tell me how I get to go out because you're insecure.
Wow.
Her mindset,
all this shame, sign language,
will bring so much positive energy to their relationship. You can see a proud husband after she opened up about her view of this matter. It's what most men want and would do anything to keep a wife like her. I know for sure she became more beautiful in most men's eyes after those statements, and I can guarantee that most men dream of finding a wife with a similar mindset. We want a woman who doesn't feel the need to dress a certain way to feel pretty. There are many other ways of conducting yourself, being pleasant and beautiful in public without the need to do extra stuff just to be seen.
You know, I always say the freak in the sheets and lady in the streets thing. And women do not really understand this lady in the streets. Lady in the streets does not mean you're wearing slutty clothes. Lady in the streets, you look like a proper woman, fully, not fully covered, but, modest. Carrying yourself a certain way, like she belongs, like that's what a lady in the street is. You can't tell that she's a freak.
Women who share the same mindset are more likely to maintain a healthy relationship and give their man the assurance he needs. For those who think they should do whatever they want disregarding their partner's input, I just have a question. Why do they want to be in a relationship if they don't want to consider their partner's opinions?
Right.
Wouldn't it be easier to be single so you don't have to consult anyone? What's the point of getting into a relationship if you want to leave your life as a single person? We should be open to make some adjustments to accommodate our partner. They must be considered, otherwise, it will cause issues. What's the point in conducting yourself in a way that will draw unnecessary attention while in a committed relationship? Why would you want to bring drama if you are happy with your partner?
True.
She thought it would be a good idea to go clubbing with her single friend against her husband's will. But when she came home at 2 a.m., all her staff were outside waiting for her.
I divorced my wife because the way that she started. So she started hanging out with these girls from a job. And, you know, I met them. And I'm instantly just thinking in my mind that this is not a good group right here. This is one of them groups where she's not going to want to feel like she's being left out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I don't think you should be hanging out with these chicks because all these chicks are single. You know what I'm saying? None of these chicks are married. You know.
This man understands. A lot of us don't. A lot of us don't while we're in this position. We probably understand now after we've been divorced. But during this position, a lot of us were idiots. Me included.
Single women, they tend to get married women in trouble. So after about like a month, you know what I'm saying, with her chilling with these girls, she started dressing like how they was dressing. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, where you going with that on? And then she told me, she was like, it's just an outfit, it's not much, I'm just, you know, just dressing for the occasion. I'm like, no, I said, no, you gotta take that off. I'm like, no, I don't.
What occasion is it? Are you going on the casting couch? Or, you know, you going to work the streets? What occasion are you talking about to be wearing this outfit?
Girl, who you hanging with? You can't put that on, man. You're not fit to go out there dressed like that. And instead of her going to change, she left anyway. She said, no, this is what I'm going to wear. All my friends are dressing like this, and this is just what I'm going to wear. Okay.
Then you're going to be just like your friends, single and lonely.
When she came back, it only take one time to do that thought stuff with me. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
When she came back, 2 o'clock in the morning, all her stuff was outside. All of it. She was knocking on the door, calling my phone, asking me to let her in. I said, no, it's over. I said, you only got one time to do me like that.
Since she was no longer listening to her husband of 10 years, what did she expect to happen?
And I'm like, yeah, it's over. No, heck no. I asked you not to go out there and dress like that.
This man is standing on his square. I'm sure most of us don't have the gumption during, you know, our blue pill phase to do this. So we still held on, you know? This is why we failed in a lot of our marriages.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like you showing too much. I said, it's over. So I threw all her stuff out and then let her back in. Call her mom and call her dad. I said, it's over. I said, I don't talk to people that dress prerogative. I don't talk to people like that. And now she want to start because she's hanging out with these girls. I kicked her butt out. Fellas, one time, that's it.
Agreed.
You let it fly after that, they're just going to keep doing it to you. One time.
People choosing friends over their marriage partner is crazy to me.
It's crazy because it's new friends. They've only been hanging out for a month. So you chose new friends that you only hung out for a month over a 10-year marriage.
It's like she was looking for someone else. She didn't really want him. Plus getting home 2 a.m. as a married wife? That was extreme. Divorce for that? That's something that could have been corrected with action on your end to show you are for real, but ending a whole marriage over something that can be corrected.
No, girl. She ended the whole marriage with something that could have been corrected and should have listened. All she had to do was follow the lead. He said, no, don't do that.
She chose a single life. Now she is single.
Exactly.
Stood on business. Her mind wasn't on her marriage. She followed her single friend while ignoring her husband's boundaries. Now she is the one who lost 10 years of marriage and a roof over her head. Was it worth it? Listening to your single friend while in a relationship is not a good idea, especially when they encourage you to live as a single person. If you have a man who cares to the point of advising on the way you present yourself in public, you should be happy and appreciate his care, but somehow she thought it would be a good idea to ignore him. Now regrets was everything left. It's not easy to find all your stuff at the front door at 2 a.m. after a tiring night out. It's something she probably thought he wouldn't be able to do, but he proved her wrong. This is the reason married women should hang around other women of the same status as they have more things in common. The fact that she is around single women.
I mean, that's how it used to be, remember? Back in the day, communities would come together, married women to be coming together with their kids, playing at the playground, doing play dates and stuff like that. Yeah, they hung out with married women and women with kids.
she came home at 2 a.m., but if she was with other married women who also have responsibilities, they all would be at home earlier and she probably would still be married. She didn't know he was a man of his word. As he said, she only had one chance. But at this point, I think he has done a good thing for both of them. She became a single woman and now she can go on as many nights out as she wants. And he will also have a peace of mind without worrying about what time his wife is coming home.
As we know, most modern women have a modern mindset, and that's why they struggle to understand. If a man cares about how they conduct themselves in public, it means that he truly likes them.
True.
Should a man care about what his woman wears?
No.
Oh my Lord.
No, I don't think so.
So a question for y'all could just raise your hands too, show of hands. Do y'all want y'all man to lead the relationship? Okay, y'all all want the man to lead the relationship. Do y'all want that man to protect and provide for you?
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Part of the man protecting you is understanding that the world doesn't owe you understanding.
True.
Meaning that there are bad apples out there of men and women. So a man having a standard of a dress code for his woman when she's going out in public is part of him protecting you from yourself of things that you may not even be aware of. I would say that the man that has more standards for his woman loves her more.
Of course.
Right? Because the man that has less standards, think about it.
Don't care.
I can have two girls. The girl that I have more standards with, everyone knows I love her more. She's not really going to the club like that. She's dressing modestly, and I keep her around.
It's funny how they all suddenly agree now. When at first, no, he can't control what I wear.
In a close circle. But then I could be talking to another girl and I don't really care what she does. I'm just hitting it. There's no emotional ties. But the girl that I have more standards for, it's obvious that I love her more.
Very insightful and perspective changing. Your man sets a dress code standard. It's a problem for a lot of women. However, your job sets one, no problem. The church sets one, no problem. Restaurants sets one, no problem. Clubs sets one, no problem. Do you see the problem?
I love this. That was a good comment.
Women today want a traditional man while being non-traditional. He definitely cares if he tells you about your clothing. It's not an insecurity thing, it's a respect thing. If the woman respects you, she will have no problem dressing respectably. He explained it well, especially when he compared the difference between a man who cares and another who doesn't. This is a technique they can use.
This is why I enjoy Cooley and the No Fugazi podcast. He does it very well. I don't throw this around much, but he's probably the closest to the Godfather in our niche currently. Maybe that's a big praise for him. I don't know, but he's close. The way he speaks with women, the way he's interacting with women, the way he does the one-on-one calls with women, very similar.
Used to easily identify those who want just to hook up.
And I don't think it's anything wrong with it. I think, what is it called? Emulation / being like pretending to be someone is probably the highest form of flattery. And yeah, I mean, I try my best to be like the Godfather. I'm nowhere close, but I try.
And those who want something more serious. If the man you are seeing doesn't care about how you dress, you should know he probably doesn't see it going anywhere. With that being said, if he cares, you are the lucky one. It takes longer for them to understand this concept because they have a modern mindset, and based on their understanding,
they really don't understand that the men that just let them do whatever they want, just fuck off. Just wear whatever. I don't care. If someone gropes you, fuck it. Like, those are the men that don't give a fuck. Those are the ones gonna fuck you over. Those are the ones that are just using and abusing you. But women really think that those men, he's so secure and he doesn't care what I do because he knows I love him, blah, blah, fucking blah.
Their partner shouldn't have a say in how they dress. Most of them want a traditional man, but at the same time, they are not willing to reciprocate the same energy. And
it's the same thing too. It's not like I can go walk out there in sweats and look like a bum every time we go out, right? But no, when I do that, it's a problem. Go get changed, dress better for the place. But you get to wear whatever you want? That doesn't even make sense.
And this is where the main disconnect comes from.
Next, we have a woman who cracked the code. Let's listen to what she has to say.
When I first got out into the dating world, I expected men to care a lot more about my substance than they actually did. What they ended up caring about more was how I made them feel and
No shit.
how I carried myself, how I looked, how attracted they were to me. So a man is going to first value
What he
how he
sees.
sees you. So are you dressing well? Do you take care of yourself? Are you classy? You know, how you present yourself and how you make him feel. And so the rest of the stuff, the qualities that you have in time will be appreciated. And I
Damn. I like her. She's right. In time, they will be very appreciated. But in the beginning, it's just what we see, ladies.
think some men of a certain caliber will appreciate those things more than others. But for the most part, if a man is attracted to you and you make him feel good about himself,
you're golden.
That's the criteria.
You're golden.
We aren't responsible for their feelings, and all that stuff is semi-superficial. This is true. I don't care about your career. I don't care about your money or what you accomplished. I care about how you carry yourself. If you have class and so on. I would think most people would factor in how the other person makes them feel. That's part of the value
Correct.
of a relationship.
That's why that first comment was dumb as fuck.
Absolutely, and it shouldn't be any other way. His experience in the relationship matters just as much as yours.
Damn right.
Let's unpack a few parts of this clip.
What they ended up caring about more was how I made them feel and how I carried myself, how I looked, how attracted they were to me.
It's so true. The way a woman makes her man feel is so important to the point it can be the main determinant of whether their relationship will last or not. There is nothing better than when a woman makes her man feel like he can trust and rely on her. She is someone who doesn't bring drama to the relationship, someone he has no issue having by his side as she knows how to conduct herself.
And so the rest of the stuff, the qualities that you have in time will be appreciated. And I think some men of a certain caliber will appreciate those things more than others.
True.
She definitely cracked the code.
She did.
And those who came to this conclusion are more likely to retain their partner as they will have the right tools to achieve that goal. I saw a few comments of women saying they shouldn't care about how they make their man feel if they aren't in a fully committed relationship or marriage. It was
That's why
interesting
you're
to see
still
these
single.
comments because I think they forgot a very important detail. You don't get to that level if you don't pass the girlfriend stage. They still didn't understand before becoming someone's wife you need to show him that you qualify, and this process happens while you guys are dating.
All women do is just try to qualify men. They never realize that men are also qualifying them. Most of them definitely don't qualify, and that's why they're upset. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.